In the month since the Supreme Court ruling that ended Roe v. Wade, the left continues to push out falsehoods about abortion access across our 50 states, and it's gone on, really, for the last 4 weeks. Our next guest says that's just the wrong way to go about this because it's denying millions of women the truth about access that they might actually have. Kansas Senator and doctor and member of several committees, including Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions, Roger Marshall is back with us. Senator, great to have you on. Good morning.
Good morning. Great to see everybody.
Senator, what's the biggest problem with, in your opinion, the way you see the left portraying abortion access in this country right now?
Well, the left is going to their typical playbook, a lot of fear-mongering and outright lies. You know, I just want to reassure your listeners that taking care of an ectopic pregnancy, taking care of a miscarriage is not an abortion. I'm a pro-life physician. I've never performed an abortion, but I've always taken care of people with ectopic pregnancies as well with miscarriages. We were taught in residency, never let the sun set on an ectopic pregnancy. So this is all fear-mongering. Doctors are going to do the right thing. They're going to take care of patients, and just don't let the left get to you with all these lies that they're spouting.
Yeah, some of it has been sort of interesting to me. We've gone from being pro-choice, pro-life. That's political. It's been that way for a long time. But some Democrats, like Elizabeth Warren, seem to be pro-abortion now. They want to get rid of all crisis pregnancy centers nationwide. What do you make of that?
Well, you're exactly right. The Democrat Party today has a radical policy on abortion. They want abortion on demand. They want abortion up until the time of delivery. They want to force people like me, pro-life nurses, doctors, to perform abortions as well. There's no end to it. They want to hand out abortion pills like it's candy. There's going to be significant complications from doing these abortion mills by handing out these pills when the doctor's never seen the patient. So yes, they have a very radical policy, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to fight. I've been fighting for life my entire professional life. In the delivery room, I'm going to be fighting up here for it as well. And, you know, it's just an incredible day for millions of future Americans that their life is being valued as well.
Senator, quick question about the leaker. We are months removed from this draft decision, this Supreme Court draft decision being leaked. What do you make of the fact that we still have no idea who the leaker is?
Well, you know, I have no idea what to tell you. I'm as frustrated as anybody is. You know, there's people investigating it. We're anxious for that to come out. And meanwhile, we're going to celebrate that our Supreme Court justices had the guts, had the courage to stand up and do what was right. You know, for such a day as this, President Trump was elected to appoint those Supreme Court justices, and Mitch McConnell got them through the finish line. So we'll celebrate that, and this issue left an investigation. We want to know, of course, the truth to that as well.
Of course. Senator, just want to get your take on some sound from the White House yesterday. Dr. Ashish Jha, White House COVID coordinator, has been speaking on behalf of the president, who is still COVID positive. We have yet to hear from the president's personal physician. We have yet to hear from this doctor on camera. Take a listen to Dr. Jha yesterday.
Are you familiar with a reason that the president decided not to send his physician here to answer our questions the way that his predecessors have decided to send their physicians here?
Yeah, so look, you've heard every day and from the president's physician through his detailed accounting of his assessment, his plan. The bottom line is the president has had, thankfully, because he is double vaccinated, double boosted, he's had a relatively mild upper respiratory infection. And in that context, we have provided, I think, an extraordinary amount of transparency.
All right, so Senator, the president's personal physician, Kevin O'Connor, has yet to speak on camera. That was not the case 2 years ago when Donald Trump had COVID. What do you make of that as a doctor?
Well, you know, first of all, we want to wish the president a complete, speedy, full recovery as well. But you pointed out the hypocrisy here. President Trump was horribly criticized if he wasn't, you know, on camera every day answering the questions himself. And his personal physician was involved as well in communicating to the American public. This is just a theme of uncertainty that's been created by this White House. You know, and the press gives him a break. The national media gives him a break. They need to start asking the tough questions.
Yeah, they continue to give him a pass. Senator Roger Marshall, great having you back on. We appreciate it. Good to see you.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. I want to tell you about the Patriot Gold Group. But first, let me tell you that the S&P has already lost $8.2 trillion in 2022. Did you know that? Peak inflation is not even hit despite the Fed rate hikes on groceries, on gas. You know it as well as I do. Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs are warning of another 20% drop. Inflation is winning in a knockout right now. The Fed is going to raise rates again at the end of July. Meanwhile, Goldman, Wells Fargo, and Bloomberg are all forecasting gold to surpass all-time highs. If you want to invest in gold, call 888-936-2373 now. Call the Patriot Gold Group today and ask about their no-fee-for-life IRA. Sounds like a good deal, don't it? Here's the number, 888-936-2373. 888-936-2373 for the Patriot Gold Group.